What is going on, guys? Ticker symbol SKLZ saw an incredible run just today. Let's talk about it, why it happened, and where this stock could be going in the future. Before we get in this video though, I just want to ask you guys to please hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. Check out our WeBull link in the description below if you guys want to pick up some free stocks with WeBull. Check out our course program and our channel membership, which is all linked down below. But other than that, guys, let's get right into this video. Alrighty, everybody, let's take a look at ticker symbol SKLS, otherwise known as SKLZ. Let's take a look. So if we look at today's chart, we can see 33.55% gain just today alone in the intraday trading session, which is obviously very impressive. SKLZ now sitting after hours at about $16.76. If we looked, it started out the day really low at about $12.70 and just all day climbed and climbed and climbed and climbed. Looked really strong on the overall trend line. If we look 5 days ago, actually, what's even more interesting is that SKLZ was on an unfortunate, pretty much downward trajectory. The trend line was not looking good for SKLZ, and then right here, April 21st, huge increase in stock price. We'll look at the stock price a little bit more in depth. That's the stock twits. Here's what I wanted to look at real quick though, because this is something we're gonna look at the article and figure out why this stock ran today, because for the most part, it seems a lot of investors are confused on why this stock actually ran today. And I don't blame you, because if we look, for the most part, there is no actual news really that SKLZ has really, there's no news that this stock is technically running off of, at least no mainstream news as far as catalysts go, acquisitions, earnings reports, anything like that. This is more, in my opinion, this is my opinion on what the stock is running on today, is the fact that Cathie Woods, now these aren't listed actually today. It hasn't been listed on this website yet, but this is a website that tracks Cathie Wood's purchasing of different types, or her ETFs rather, purchasing of different, stocks and assets and securities. This is a Cathie Woods, this is an ARK Invest play. This is an ARK Invest stock that, as you can see here, in the month of March, where it was pretty low, they were buying quite a few shares, right? So 745,000, 632,000. Lots of different amounts of shares here, and it's very interesting that this is something that they're going into, because actually, like we saw here in the Motley Fool article, SKLZ has never earned a profit, and its losses and cash burn surged last year, partly as a consequence of expenses incurred during the IPO. The company's next earnings report probably won't be due until June, but even then, it more than likely won't be impressive. Analysts polled, so this is basically just saying, this is my point, is that SKLZ, for the most part, SKLZ seems like a relatively, not a stock that a lot of people would want to touch on first glance. However, what a lot of investors are looking at right now with SKLZ, and I would say myself included, I'm looking for more of long-term growth. This seems like a company that, if it continues to be able to expand, keep revenues in a positive growing direction, then I could see some real big potential with this, especially when the fact that there is a huge player like Cathie Woods of ARK Invest looking into this stock. That is a big deal in my opinion, and I think that goes for some warrant to say that this stock could have some decent potential. Of course, this is not financial advice, and none of these videos are, but this is my own opinion. Now, that is why SKLZ ran today, in my opinion. There was actually a report, or at least from what I saw, I believe I read it somewhere, that Cathie Woods indeed, directed one of her funds to buy more shares of this stock. What another reason for this to be running, it could be just off general speculation and hype. People are really excited about this who are holders of this company currently, and they want to see this company succeed. And we are all familiar with how stocks tend to move now on hype and speculation, and that is such a big catalyst and factor in overall price action that we've seen. So, this is just a little rough article. This was just kind of saying, because what's interesting too is SKLZ, like I said before, was on a pretty decent downtrend to begin with. Yesterday, SKLZ dropped to 11.1% below its Friday close. No apparent bad news. Today, the stock is making back all those losses, gaining 13.3% through 10:15 a.m. Also, no note of no news. So this is obviously very interesting. Now, let's take a look at the sticks. Here are these sticks. First things first, let's go to the 1 day, 1 minute chart. As you can see, we're on it right now. Like we said before, here was, before pre-market, and then we just saw an absolute explosion in just, beautiful, beautiful upward trending line, right? And you love to see it, you really do. If you guys got it down here or even way further back, we'll expand that out in a second. Congratulations, I'm sure you're probably up quite a bit right now. If we take a look at the RSI, it's about a 55 level, so just about in the middle here from being oversold or overbought. If we look at the MACD, as we can see, we'll see the blue line, you know, a little bit over the brown line here, which is to be expected, obviously, with this price action. Let's take a look at a bigger or a larger, longer time frame. Here's the 180-day chart. This is where we're going to get some more, you know, a look into the actual larger price action as a whole. This stock used to be trading at an all-time high. Well, I believe that's an all-time high. Let's check the 3-year chart real quick. Yeah, that is an all-time high of pretty much $46.30, it looks like. So what's interesting too is this is a very significant gain, as you can see here. This stock was heading towards the 10 level, you know, heading towards the kind of the $10 range, and all of a sudden it shot back up into the teens and the high teens, and almost hopefully maybe pushing back to 20 or 30. As you can see, RSI was previously to this extremely oversold, you know, massively oversold, and then we saw this huge moonshot up to the pretty much almost the oversold level, which is overbought level rather. Very interesting. As you can see, the MACD as well shooting up in that incredible way. Very interesting to see technicals like this when there are these kind of rare moments, but for the most part, it was downward trending. After that, a lot of people think that this was just due to like kind of loss of speculation. You know, there's not a lot of fundamentals or technicals really that are, you know, that a lot of these people have a firm grasp on. This is a great online gaming company that a lot of people are very bullish on. The gaming industry, of course, is a huge industry altogether, especially for esports and anything related to competitive gaming. I think that could be very big in a very short amount of time. It already is if you see some of these $1 million tournaments going on. So Skillz definitely has the potential to be within an industry that is still massively growing every single year, and for the most part is already very large. So this is just what the price action is looking at. Where do I see this going as far as after this day goes? Let's go back to the 1 day, 1 minute. If we look too in after hours here, it actually is pretty strong in after hours. It's not really, you know, trying to, you know, kind of gap down really much, which is interesting because with most of these stocks that tend to run all day, they usually kind of have a cool off period in the after hours, and they kind of tend to slump down, or the day after. Now, typically this doesn't always happen, but when stocks tend to run either you know, in a positive correlation or relatively stagnant in after hours, I've tend to see some, you know, some nice gap ups in the next day. This doesn't always happen. That is not financial advice. That is just a personal opinion of mine that I look at when I see stocks. I'm not telling you guys to buy or sell anything, of course, but that's just what I tend to see. That might not happen with this stock though. It depends on if speculation and hype continues, you know, to push this price further. There may be a lot of profit takers, however, though, so that could be something that drives the price down tomorrow, and we will just have to see, unfortunately, but that is kind of just a waiting game with there. But overall, this is pretty much it with Skillz. You know, a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are very bullish on the stock. I looked at the stock tweets and Twitter and everything. Everybody was pretty bullish on the stock overall. Let me know down in the comments, of course, what you guys think about the stock and overall your general thesis about the company. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for Skillz. And that's pretty much it for SKLZ or Skillz. I know you guys are probably really hyped up about the stock if you got in early. If you're not, I'm sure there's a lot of people, and myself included, who I think have a pretty bullish outcome on this company to begin with. I looked a lot at the overall consensus on Twitter, on stock twits, on Reddit. A lot of people seem to really like this stock. Cathie Woods, of course, is also invested in the stock as well, so that's another plus to add. Overall, I think this company could do very well if it continues to expand and grow revenues and overall increase its market share. Let me know, of course, what you guys think down in the comments below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. Make sure to check out our WeBull link if you guys want to pick up a couple free stocks. Make sure to check out our channel membership and our course membership. It's all linked down below. But other than that, guys, that is all we have for you guys today. I'm Kyle, Finance Bro. Take it easy.